Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul Farmer. In this video, I'm going to share with you three strategies that are guaranteed to grow your business, your online business. Uh, as you can see on the screen, what they are. So I've been marketing online. I've been making an income online for 13 years now. Hasn't always been easy. Took me a while to learn what actually works, and I struggled a lot. I, tried all kinds of things. I got caught up with the gurus who like to, they give you just enough to give you more, to give you more. So you keep buying and buying and buying and buying. And it wasn't, I think it was like few years in that I finally realized what it takes to make money, no matter what it is you're doing, no matter what company you're doing, what it takes. Okay. So, what I want to share today are these three things. And these work no matter what. I've been on many leaderboards. I consistently refer new people into my business on just about a daily basis because I do these things. Sometimes I don't do all these things, but if you follow these things that I'm going to share with you, you will make sales. So if you're not making sales now, pay attention, take notes, and do what I share with you. Maybe pick one, maybe pick two, maybe pick all three, because really all three is what's going to move the needle the most. And it does depend on your wealth vehicle. It does depend if you have systems in place where it makes it a bit easier for people to come in, because some of the things I've found that have hindered progress, have hindered growth, is when programs are too complicated to get started for people. You want something that's very simple so they can come in, they can get started, and then get up off the ground and start making sales right away. If you have anything that's going to be complicated, a lot of setup, like setting up an autoresponder, like setting up, a domain name, just anything that requires a lot of setup, it's really going to hinder the growth. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. All right. So the first thing I got on the list here is reach outs, right? Reach outs. What am I talking about when I say reach outs? It's very simple. You're simply going to people. It could be on social media. It could be in your day-to-day life. It really doesn't matter where you're finding these people. You're reaching out to them. You're asking them if they would be open to learning about your opportunity. Would they be open to learning about a way to make extra money from home? And you can do this exclusively on its own. It's also called prospecting. Okay, reach outs, prospecting, networking. There's all kinds of words for it. But essentially, it's just reaching out to people and seeing if they'd be open to what you're doing. A lot of them are going to say no. Many of them are going to ignore you, but some will say yes. And for me personally, this pretty much is the way to get sales the quickest because you're going straight to the source. Now, it's the way most people don't want to do it. Most people want to put up a post and do the post and pray method. And that isn't really a viable income producing strategy. Like Grant Cardone likes to say, people have your money. Go get it. People have your money. Who has your money? People have your money. If you have a product, business, or service that provides some type of value, solves some type of problem, then somebody out there is going to want to purchase it because it's going to solve their problem, whatever that may be. For me, most of the problems that people experience are lack of leads, not knowing what to say to leads, like how to convert those leads, how to close the leads. These are all problems people have. Things being too complex, not simple enough. Those are all issues. So reach outs. There you go. If you were to have 5 conversations a day with new people, just five a day, you would be making sales daily. I promise you, you would. Okay. So it's very low tech, very simple. You're just reaching out. It could be a copy paste message. And I've done this for years and years. And it's why I consistently bring in people consistently. Okay. So the next thing on the list here is content. What am I talking about content? Well, content can be just about anything. It could be a blog, it could be a YouTube video, it could be TikTok videos, Instagram videos. There's so many ways. Pinterest, right? Could Facebook post, right? There's so many things you can do to create content. Now, what does content do? Well, content, they like to say content should provide value. Well, what the heck is value? Value is different to every person, right? So, value could just be you sharing your story and someone relates to your story and they're like, wow, that's that happened to me, and if you're doing it, maybe I could do it, right? Value could be a tip. So value could be seen as in many different ways. It could be a training. It's very subjective. Okay. Some people find value in certain things and other people find value in other things. Um, but for me, content is making YouTube videos and it's doing curiosity posts on Facebook. That's typically what I do for content. Now, I used to write a blog every day. I would write a blog, I'd do a YouTube video, um, and I used to do all that stuff. Write an email. Email could be considered content, and it's kind of on the edge there. I'm talking about content you're putting out in a public space so people can come across it and see what's going on. It's designed to attract people to you. It doesn't always have to sell. It could be something like today, for example, I put up a post on my Facebook talking about my what happened to me last year in 2024 and how it was a very uh, challenging year because I severely injured my back and I missed the entire spring because I couldn't sit, couldn't walk, couldn't stand without being in severe pain. And I talked about that. And I talked about uh, what I did, like why I was so blessed. Like, for example, I wrote letters. This is one of the things I did. I wrote letters and got paid, and I still do this to this day because it works. It is simple. And there's nothing to it. But when I was hurt and flat on my back and I couldn't do anything in severe pain, I had my clipboard right here, and I would write literally on my back. Now, if you ever tried writing with a pen upside down, it's not that easy because the ink flows the wrong way. But I did it anyway because one, it brought income into my household, and two, it gave me purpose. It gave me a goal. It gave me something to look forward to because when I was flat on my back for days where I couldn't get out of bed or I'd have to lay on the floor all day. I remember when it first happened, I literally laid on the floor of my office for days. Like I did not move. I just laid on the floor. It was miserable, absolutely miserable. And for a couple of days, I didn't do anything because I just couldn't do anything. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stay here doing nothing. What can I do? I started writing these letters. It was an opportunity that I was blessed with, and it's an amazing opportunity. Okay, but content can be literally anything. But like I said, for me, I've been following some people, some leaders, and the top leaders make content. So you can't. And when I say content's not just saying good morning every day on Facebook. Like that's white noise. That doesn't provide a lot of value. That doesn't make you stand out. That doesn't allow anybody to get to know who you really are, what you're about, what you offer. It's just kind of filler, in my opinion. And if you look at the people that typically do that, they're probably not making a whole lot of money. And the third way, paid advertising, okay? And I just put a V for a check. um, Paid advertising. Okay, so now we're in a place where we want to use our money to shrink time, right? To go and just get clicks, go and get leads, go and get people to see our offer. Now, if you do all of these things, you could do one, like I said, you could do one, it's just going to take you longer. You could do these two here, reach outs and content. Um, And some people just do paid advertising. Now, the problem with just doing paid advertising is if you don't have yourself somehow in the process, so people are getting to know, like, and trust you, you're probably going to spend a lot more money, have less conversions than what would happen if you did. So I was part of this company, still am part of this company, been with it for 10 years. We had live training every Wednesday, and I would attend these live trainings, and the guy on there would teach this exact thing. These are the things you need to grow any business. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to follow what he says. Like, it seems too simple to me, but I'm going to follow what he says. And when I did, my income shot through the roof. Like, I went from making next to nothing to being one of the top leaders in the company. And that only happened because I followed this process. Now, what I want to cover now is, what if I told you that this was done for you and this was done for you? What if I told you that I have a system that will grow multiple streams of income for you by providing you with leads? And these are real leads, leads that they're telephone verified, real time leads. That's part of the membership, where you will have an AI assistant or AI agent go and call, text, and voicemail drop, and what else? What else is there? Email. Email your leads for you. And then what if I told you, if we had a real person, real people on a phone team following up with your leads too? And what if I told you that those leads, when they become prospects, or not prospects, customers, and they make a purchase, they will be onboarded live by the phone team, real people, real person, human touch, and trained. Does that sound pretty good? So we could cross out reach outs, right? Because the leads are there. It's done for you. And they also do advertising for you. You have the option to purchase their advertising where they're doing it all for you. So you have the ability to essentially grow multiple streams of income, have the ability to earn high ticket income with literally $50, because that's the price of the membership. $50, you can make high ticket income. And like I said, you grow multiple streams of income if you choose. Add your own programs in there. It just simplifies the process. Now you don't have to do hardly anything. Now I choose to still make content. I choose to still reach out, and I choose to still do paid advertising. That's me. I'm just, I'm a go-getter. I'm an action taker. So that's just what I do. Uh, but if you didn't want to do all that, this system is hands off. It's done for you. It just gives you the option to go out there and do it on your own as well. That sounds good to you. Go to the link in the description and check it out. Experience it. It's free to experience. And like I said, I've been doing this kind of thing, making money online since 2012, 13 years. And I've never, ever seen a system so complete where it has all the pieces. So you can literally be a brand new person, knowing nothing, or maybe you've been struggling, and you can come in and have success with this. And let me just say this, even if you weren't to use the advertising, you could still have success with it. Why? Because if you do the reach outs, right? Remember, 5 conversations a day, do conversations a day, getting your information in front of people, you're going to make sales. Why? Because it's a system that's completely done for you. It follows up, it closes, it onboards, it trains, it does everything. Um, you can still do content. They give you within the system a 60-day boot camp or content boot camp or whatever you call it. They give it to you. It's done for you. Literally copy paste, done for you if you wanted to do it that way. Or you can use it for ideas to create your own content. And then, like I said, the advertising is taken care of as well within the system. That sounds good to you. Go ahead and go to the link in the description. I appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe if you got value to this channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you got any value. And with that, make it a great day.